Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for this Killer Sudoku at the expert level on my iPad. I'll go through the rules of Sudoku, how the killer cages help with the Sudoku, and we'll get on to solving it. Alright, so there are 9 rows in the Sudoku, 9 columns in a Sudoku, and 9 boxes. In each of the rows, columns, and boxes, we need to have the unique numbers 1 through 9. Now we have the cages. What the cages are these dotted lines with a number in the top left-hand corner. These cages must have unique numbers that add up to the number in the top left-hand corner. So say here this 21, 21 can be 777, well that can't be happening. So this could be 6, 7, 8, or another combination that adds up to 21. Now, I'm going to give you one little other clue, which is not a rule per se, but it does help me solve it. When we have a box, a row, or a column, I have the unique numbers 1 through 9, that add together is 45, and that comes in handy, and I'll show you how that does. So say this column here, I have a full cage, a full cage, a full cage, and then 1 left over. So whatever the numbers of these full cages add up is short of 45, that's going to be the number. So 8 plus 10 is 18, plus 21 is 39, so this is going to be a 6 to get it to 45, and then what adds up to 14? An 8. Alright, so this is what it is. Now, what's going to be interesting here is the 7s in a cage can be 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. Well, because of the 6 here, the 1 and 6 can't be here, the 1 and 6 can't be here, the 1 can't be here because that'd be 1 and 14, so this is going to be a 1 in one of these two here. Look at that, there's a 1 there and a 3 there, because they're just on their own cages. So this is going to be 1, so this is going to be 9 and 5 in some shape. Well, because the 2 and 5 has to be one of these two, that has to be the 5. And this will be the 1 and 9. So what that means is I've come across here, if this is all the numbers that we have, this last number, and I can do this by the same, so let's say that 5 comes to that, that's a 10, 17, 24, 38 makes that a 7 to get to 45, and an 8 adds up to 15. So this 8 here could have 1 and 7, well 1's out, 3 and 5, 3's out, or 2 and 6. So that's what so it's going to be a 2 and 6 in some shape or form. What we also have is we have a spare spot here. So 15, 23, 24, 27, 36. So that's going to be the 9. All right. Okay, so that's that. These are, I really like these puzzles. They're math puzzles, but it's a case of finding where the right maths is. So I know that this is 2 and 6, so I know this is 4 and 5, but I don't know which order. 17 can only be 8 and 9, they're the two numbers. Because of the 9 here, this is going to be a 9, leaving this to be an 8. So 9 can be one of these across here. Now, 9 cannot be there, 9 can't be there because that would have to be 1 and 0. So 9 is one of these two. So if I just add this up, 8 plus 15 is 23, plus 9 is 32. The other numbers are going to add up to 13. So that can be 6 and 7 or 8 and 5. So interestingly enough, this is a 6 and 7 because the numbers that can add up to 13 is 9 and 4 can't be, 8 and 5 can't be, 6 and 7. Okay, so that's 6 and 7. That means this is going to be 8 and 5. 8 can't be there, 9 can't be there, so this number here is going to be a 5. Now this is either going to be 2 and 3 or 1 and 4. It's not going to be 1 and 4 because the 5 and 6 means this is going to be a 1 and 7 here. So 1 and 7, 2 and 3, 3 can't be there, so that's a 3, leaving this to be a 2. 1 and 7. So this is going to be 8. Well, I need an 8 in this column. Well, it can't be there, so it must be there because it can't be in those two spots. So that's an 8. And this is going to be 9 and 4. So that means 4 is up here. One and 7, 9 and 4. So 8 can be here. Well, can't be there because that's 9 and 4. So 8 can't be there. So 8 is one of these two. Also 8 can't be there. It's interesting. If this is an 8 here, 9 can't be here. 9 can't be here because 8 and 9 can't be 0. So this is 9 and 1 here. Alright. Which means that 1 is going to be in this row here, because remember that's a 1 there, 9 and 1, so that's going to be my 1. 9 and 1, 9 and 1. So, if this is 9 and 1 here, that can't be a 9, so that's a 9 there, leaving this to be a 4. So, 4 is going to be here. 8, 4, and 5 works. In fact, 5 has to work there because I don't think I can have a 5 and 7. I can't have 8 and 4. I can't have 8 and 4. So that has to be 5 and 7 there. So I need a 5 at the bottom and I need a 5 at the top. So 5 and 7's there. So this can't be 1 and 9, can't be 4 and 6. So this is 3 and 7 here. 3 and 7. Okay. 3 and 7. 1 and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that can't be a 6 there because that'd have to be a 3 and that's taken. So that can't be a 6. So this has got to be a 2. Meaning that's got to be the 7 there. Okay, so 1, 2. Three and 7 here, so 7's either there or there. 5 is there, so this is an 8. Can't be a 5, can't be a 9. So 9's there, 9's there. 1, 9, 1. So actually 1 can't be here, 1 can't be here, 1 can't be here because they can't add a 1 added up to it. So that's got to be a 1 there, leaving this to be a 5. So 5 and 2 there, 5 and 7 there. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? 3 and 4, 1 and 9. This is still 2 and 6 unsolved. This is still 4 and 5, but 5 can't be there, so that's a 5, leaving this to be a 4. So 4 is going to be one of these. 5 can't be here, 5 can't be here, so 5 is one of these two. Actually, I do know. So 5 can't be there. So that's a 5 there, leaving this to be the 7. 7 can't be there. So that's a 7, leaving this to be a 3. And the number that finishes off this box is a 3, leaving this to be a 4. 2 and 5 there. 1 and 9. 8 and 6. So this is a 3 here. Okay. 8 and 6 there, 3 there, 9 and 1. So if this is 8 and 6, this has to be the 2, leaving this to be the 6 here. 8 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 5's out. 2 and so if this is 1 and 9, that has to be a 6, leaving this to be a 2. 3, 4, 1, 9, 8, 6. So this is 1 and 6 here. 1 can't be here, so this is a 1, leaving this to be a 6. So what number is required to finish off this column? 1, 2. That was easy. What adds up to 10? 8. So 8 is one of these two. So 8 and 1 could be here. So 8, 7, so 9 and 4. I still don't know whether 9 and 4 is. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 5 can't be there, so that's a 5, leaving this to be a 6, and that makes that a 9 to get to 20. Because that's 4 and 9, that has to be a 4, leaving this to be a 9. Now I have all bar that cage there. So 1, 16, 22, 35, 38, that's a 7. And that makes sense because this is 6 and 7 here, but I don't know which order. 6, 7, 6, 7. So this is 5 and 4. 5 can't be there, so that's a 5 there, leaving this to be a 4. 4 comes down here, 4 comes down here, 4 comes across here, so button Sudoku. 1, 2. Yep, that's a 2 there. So this is going to add up to 9, and it's going to be 3 and 6. Can't tell you which, and 1 and 7. So 3 and 6, 1 and 7. One could be here or here. 2, 3. So this is 1 and 3, these two. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 there. Okay. So 1. So 9 is going to be across here somewhere. The other numbers are 9, 4, and 3. Well, 3 can't be there, so 3 is there. 4 can be here or here. 8 and 6. So this is 6 and 7, so this can't be a 6, so this is an 8, leaving this to be a 6 here. 2 and 5. 5 comes up here, so that's a 5 there, leaving this to be the 2. 2 comes across here, 2 comes across here, 2 comes down here, so that's a 2 there. Meaning this is 8 and 5. 5 can't be there, so this is a 5, this is an 8. Okay. So 9 and 1, 1 and 7. 2, 4, 6. This can be 3 and 7 or 1 and 9. 9, 1, 7, 3. So 7 is either here. So 7 can't be here. So 7 is one of these. 7 and 4 is out. So this is a 7 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 work. 9 and 2 work, and I need a 4 and a 9. So 2 is one of these two. Well, 2 can't be there. 2 can't be there. 2 can't be there. So that's a 2 there. Okay. What makes up 9? Well, it can't be 3 and 6, can't be 2 and 7, can't be 4, so it's 8 and 1, so 8 can't be there, so that's an 8, leaving this to be a 1. Coming up here, this can't be a 1, so it's a 9, leaving this to be a 1 there. Six and 7 here. Well, 6 can't be here because that'd have to be a 5, so this is a 6, leaving this to be the 7, and a 4 there, leaving this to be the 9. Okay, so that's 8, so to get to 11 I need a 3. 6 can't be there, so that's a 6, leaving this to be a 7. 1 is going to be there, which makes this 8 and 9. 8 can't be there, so that's an 8, leaving this to be a 9 here. 9 comes up here, so that's a 9 there, leaving this to be a 1. 3 can't be here, so that's a 3. And the number that gets me to 23 is a 4. Alright, 7 can't be here, so that's a 7, leaving this to be a 1. 3 can't be here, so this is a 3, leaving this to be the 6. Alright, so we did that puzzle in 15 minutes. Quite enjoyed that puzzle. Bit of a challenge, but got there reasonably quickly. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, bye for now.